From the beaches of Southern California, the very best to wear a uniform have pulled their game together for the final time as prep athletes. College campuses, here they come, but first, it's the 25 PGF All American game. Beautiful Southern California, right there on the beaches, as we said, from Corona del Mar up to Huntington Beach. It's Orange County, California. And here in Irvine, just a little bit inland, a beautiful Bill Barber Park. It's Premier Girl Fast Pitch presenting the All American game. The very best that have completed their high school careers, East and West, going toe-to-toe. And I think what makes it most exciting, these are athletes that will revolutionize the sport. Just one more young generation, all of them pack their bags with all the goodies they got here. Then they're going directly, saying goodbye to mom and dad and their high school friends, going to a college campus. Hi there, folks. Welcome back to Southern California. Man, we love this event. Amanda Freed, a legend, an Olympian, and a national champion. My name is Darren Sutton, and here's where I go with this. When you see these athletes as they wrap it up, they're done playing high school. They're done playing travel ball after tonight. I think they hit college campuses more prepared than any to come before them because of the growth of travel softball, the growth of events like PGF, and the revolutionizing of the way they train.
Oh, they're bigger, faster, stronger, and I think above that, they're getting a high-level competition like never before they head off into the college. So this is like a soft launch into what their future looks like at that top-level D1 college. These athletes are the best that there is at their age level, and without a doubt, this is the best event, the one that those college coaches want these athletes to be participating in before heading off to their programs.
Okay, who are these athletes? Because they're coming to a Power 4 school near you. Let's meet them one by one. The voice of this great event in-house has been amazing all weekend long. His name is Cooper Perkins. He's about to intro one after another. Take it away.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the Manning Stadium and the 2025 Premier Girls Fast Pitch National Championships and All-American Games. This is the 2025 PGF Senior All-American Game between the nation's top seniors representing the East and the West. Let's meet the athletes, beginning with the visiting Team East in numerical order. Number 1, Brady Appling. Number 2, Ainsley Bennett. Number 3, Abby Carr. Number 4, Val Dimitrovic. Number 5, Garrett Griggs. Number 6, Haley Griggs. Number 7, Presley Harrison. Number 8, Anna Hind. Number 9, Marilyn Heller. Number 10, Riley Johnson. Number 11, Jolena Ramon. Number 12, Victoria Martin. Number 13, Caitlin Parlozzi. Number 14, Kendall Wells. Number 15, Matt Pavesi. Number 16, Ava Ratliff. Number 17, Kay Renshin. Number 18, Anna Roman. Number 19, Brooke Smith. Number 20, Danica Spinicati. Number 21, Leah Stevens. And last but not least, number 22, Amber Taylor. The coaches for Team East are junior pitcher for the University of Alabama and 2022 PGF All American Jocelyn Brisky, sophomore outfielder for UCLA, and two-time PGF All American Riley Slim, and former USA Softball Collegiate Player of the Year and two-time Olympian Danielle Lori. In numerical order for the home team West, wearing number 1, Delaney Almeida. Number 2, Sophia Burmeister. Number 3, Blakely Barber. Number 4, Meredith Barber. Number 5, Casey Burnett. Number 6, Kagan Crabtree. Number 7, Kara Crosby. Number 8, Charlie Esposa. Number 9, Gianna Gusman. Number 10, Taylor Holly. Number 11, Alexis Johnson. Number 12, Peyton Kelly. Number 14, Errol McCluskey. Number 15, Maddie Wilhelm. Number 16, Jasmine Roberts. Number 17, Madison Shirley. Number 18, Melissa Sweet. Number 19, Sarah Lady Talatena. Number 20, James Helms. And last but not least, number 21, and Team West is coached by senior pitcher for Arizona State and 2021 PGF All American Aisa Silva, sophomore outfielder for ASU and 2024 PGF All American Ashley Mejia, and sophomore outfielder for 2024 PGF All American Sophie Barker.
For the final time before heading off to campus, the very best players in North America show their stuff for you from Irvine, California. The All American game. Let's do it. Time to celebrate these athletes now. They've had a week of travel ball fun. They have challenged one another, but guess what? Beyond the yacht ride, they get a chance to do battle now, and this is where it gets fun. We start in the circle with Alexis Jensen. We'll show you and introduce her in just a moment. And taking a peek At the first 9 or so, everyone gets to hit. They'll bat 20 deep, but at first it's Griggs, it's Roman, it's Pavesi, it's Wells, Anna Hind, it's Heller, Johnson, Renshin, Kate Renshin. Love her story. Ambry Taylor. And some special moments tonight as we'll give away the first ever, the inaugural Taylor Dawkins Award for character, courage, leadership, and all-around community as well. There is Alexis Jensen. She takes the rock and she rolls. She'll work for this West squad. They look good in those black uniforms. Very good. Jensen is from Nebraska, Gretna High School. University of Nebraska is where she is committed. Lance and Tina, her parents. She's getting fired up. Giving a little self-talk, and here we go. Haley Griggs to start things. Haley from Perrysburg, Ohio. Let's do this All-American game. Strike one over the outside corner. Amanda and I and our entire production team, glad you're with us. And the great folks with PGF. Florida State commit. And you're talking about the journey of Haley Griggs as she takes outside. Lindsay and Corey, her parents. She's got a couple of older siblings in their 20s, Kylie and Tori. Older sister Kylie, a softball player, a role model of hers, meant a lot to her. She hits it hard. Big sis would have liked that approach, but out there defensively, there's an answer. And Wallace at third makes the play and quickly turns it into an out. Joining her on the left side is Crabtree. And on the other side, it's Barnhart, Talatena, it's Burdick, Gusman, and Holly in the outfield. Sauni is behind the plate. Anna Roman gets the call now. Anna from Oviedo, Florida, Haggerty High School, is an Alabama commit. Choosing Alabama. The second she stepped on campus, she talks about the vibe, the coaches, facilities. Represent a team that plays more than softball, but also plays it well. Hit hard off that dirt. Meredith Barnhart, the second baseman, makes the play in time for the out.
And there are 5 Alabama commits on this East team, so how fun to be able to step onto the field with your future teammates before stepping on campus.
Mac Favesi from Canton, Georgia, goes after the first one, pops it foul. Into foul territory and up and over that dugout it goes. She graduated Cherokee High School and is on her way to Clemson. Clemson certainly represented a couple of staff members here. Right away in college, her goal is to be on that dean's list, take care of business in the classroom. Becky and Bob, her parents, that's a heck of a dying changeup at the plate.
Yeah, Jensen from that left side, showing that changeup early in the count. Really nice setup and good location.
Pavesi talking about her evolution with her mental devotion to this game and the strength that went into it, being very intentional when she runs, when she lifts. For the mental side, watching videos, actively trying to implement new techniques this year. In other words, grow. And that's what we were talking about coming on the air. These incoming freshmen are arriving on campus to make an impact right away.
And they want to, and they're going to have to jump right on board, but they're prepared for it. These athletes are training harder than athletes ever have before, and that's in the weight room, that's the mental side. Watching video, getting every edge that they can before stepping onto the field in college. And then you get to college and your game is just elevated because the resources available to you are just unlimited.
This is a 3-time PGF All American, this talented hitter. Obviously sophomore, junior, senior. Very successful flag football player, basketball player, track and field as well. And she drives that one towards center field, toward the wall it goes. It's off the base of the wall. Aggressively takes the turn. With the slide, it's a double for Mac.
Yeah, Mac was really patient, watched those off-speed pitches, sits back on something a little harder, drives it into center field. over the head of Gusman.
Out there at second base for Oklahoma commit Kendall Wells. Kendall catching a couple of innings and then the final frame as well. Catching the first 2 innings. She's going to play a little bit of first in this one. And she looks at a strike from Bogart, Georgia. Same type of goals in the classroom when she arrives. She makes it clear, all A's. I don't want to make a B when I get to college. Change up. Boy, it's almost unfair pulling the string back on that one.
Well, it's probably worth mentioning, too, not only are they prepared athletically, but talk about the goals that these athletes are setting in the classroom. I mean, their work ethic academically is setting them up to be prepared for college as well.
What a career she had as a high school athlete, 127 hits. Of those 127 hits, talking about Wells, 55 of them were home runs. That's nearly half her hits were homers. Line drive, foul ball as that hugs the line. In her high school career, 625 career average, 775 on base. And despite being a power hitter, let me just toss into the mix 62 stolen bases.
Those are some fun stats.
And captain of her basketball team for 3 straight years she played basketball, was captain the final season. And if you want some numbers, as a hoopster, scored 1,200 career points.
That's an adjustment for some of these athletes. If you're a multi-sport athlete, narrowing it down to just softball once you head off to college. And for some, that's challenging. For others, it's kind of a relief.
Drives that one to the alley, off the base of the wall. There's that power that she showed all throughout her prep career. It's back-to-back doubles. Pavese and Wells.
Now Jensen got a couple of quick outs with Briggs and Roman, but then Mack and Kendall back-to-back doubles. Identical spot, right back up the middle, off the wall in center field. Such a beautiful swing. That pitch down in the zone, and you could just see the barrel drop and extend out right back up the middle. That's what you want to do as a hitter. Hit that ball right where it came from.
Well, she stays in her legs, not a giant leg kick, almost just a weight shift there. And then the hands and the hips just fire through the zone. Change up, another good one. She showed a handful of those. Anna Hind, who will play third defensively in 3 innings, is a Florida State commit from Charlotte, North Carolina. High pop-up, shallow right field. Run down out there. Good first step. Casey Burdick was on the spot to make the play, but Pavese and Wells flexing, showing some power, some strength for the East squad, just getting started. They got the Thunder Sticks. They've been passed around the yard. 1-0 the score. The West squad will swing the bat now. To take a peek on down the first 9. They'll hit 19, but here are the first 9 with Holly Burdick, Palatena, Jensen, Barnhart. Meredith Barnhart, a great story. We'll explain. Gusman, Saoni, Crabtree, and Ann Wallace. Bella Dmitrievich will start in the circle. Lisabella is from Mokena, Illinois. Lincoln Way Central High School graduate, another Florida State commit. Illinois Chill Gold, her travel team for oh so many years. Leanne and Alex, her parents. It's funny because, you know, whether it be in her hometown of Mokena or whether it be here nationally, she claims she's kind of an introverted, Not a great public speaker. We had her on our softball show this week. I'm sorry, she's underselling herself. She's ready to break out of that shell.
Yeah, I agree. I think a lot of athletes feel like that. They don't like talking about themselves, or they think they're going to misspeak, but she was wonderful.
Taylin Holly from Murrieta, California. It's about an hour from here if you're hustling. Murrieta Mesa High School. Tony Romero, the coach there. Athletics, Mercado Smith, her travel team, and a Tennessee commit. I asked her, so next 12 months, I'm giving you a blank sheet. Write some goals down for me. Okay, I want to start as a freshman. As a matter of fact, I'd like to be the SEC Freshman of the Year, all SEC, and go ahead and win a championship, too, in Oklahoma City. Why set average goals?
Yeah, hey, throw it out there. Put it out there in the universe. Well, as we've learned from all of these bios, these ladies, they are not average. They don't set average goals. And that's why they are here today.
Mike and Candace Holly, her parents, younger brother, 13 years old. I bet you Gavin looks up to Big Sis. My sister can hit. As that one skips in there. And Holly did. She hit for a long, long time, whether it was a travel ball stop, whether it was earning so many great honors while playing high school ball. All summer team is named by extra innings, Super Cup all tournament team. A bunch of awards through the years. As that one is popped foul. And by the way, football, flag football, soccer, and basketball also on that high school resume. Two and two. Good changeup. Boy, she stayed back nicely there. Talk about an approach that earns a base hit. So the body starts to go forward, but the hands stayed back.
Yeah, and that's the key when you're hitting that off-speed pitch, is you might get fooled from the waist down, but the hands stay back, and you're still able to put some good heat on that swing. Up the middle, nice stop by Heller at shortstop, but you're not going to get the speed of Holly going down that line.
So much to like about that replay. Her head stayed down on the softball. And it's one thing to even keep the hands back, but that head never came up after the pitch was traveling as deep as she could let it travel. That was picture perfect. Casey Burdick, let's meet her. She's from Pleasanton, California, Foothill High School. Our good friend Bruce Richardson coached her for a long, long time for the SoCal Athletics. I always thank Bruce when I get a chance, because when I was coming out here as a virtual rookie, understanding this sport a decade and a half ago, it was Bruce that let me appropriately sit on a bucket in his dugout, game after game, and listen and learn. So thank you, Bruce. This is a Washington commit who played for you from Foothill High School.
And Bruce is one of the best to learn from. He's been around a long time, has coached a lot of athletes. And I love that he continues to come back and give back and is willing to do things like that, help teach others about the game.
He was an OG title winner. His name's on that gorgeous bronze bucket, that trophy. Yeah, he was coming here many years ago when you were just a tiny baby, Freed. In on the hands, popped up. And over a couple of steps, it's short. Marin Heller is the shortstop. Let's take a quick peek defensively as they work behind Bella. We saw Heller. There's Griggs next to her. Hind and Pavese, Johnson, Roman, Renshin in right field. Wells behind the plate. Kendall Wells, the catcher, catch a couple of innings. Sidale Talatena, Arizona commit. Oohs and ahs. That had launch angle, that had distance. They loved it. San Diego, California native.
This is a powerful swing. A little bit under, a little too much of that launch angle, but it got the attention of the crowd. A lot of oohs.
Sinale Talataina Cathedral Catholic High School. Jenny Marnin coaches that squad. Athletics Mercado Smith. As that one skips in there. Goals, by the way, next 12 months. Here we go. Big 12 Freshman of the Year. Big 12 All Freshman team. All Big 12 first team. Big 12 Player of the Week. Big 12 Freshman of the Week. Literally all of them listed as she earns a walk. Again, why think small? Pitched very carefully. Alexis Jensen. We're watching Jensen work in the circle to start this thing.
A little two-way player heading out to Nebraska.
Jordy made sure she was going to make it to campus to join her. There's no way that's not happening. And by the way, it helps that this player looks at Jordy as her favorite player.
I was going to say, what a pleasure to follow in the footsteps of a Nebraskan and Jordy Ball, and to have her on the same team, and for Coach Revelle to be able to keep that kind of talent in state.
The 1-2. Just like Ball, heavily decorated, two-time Gatorade Player of the Year. We showed you that. First team, and of course captain of her team 3 times as well. Planning on studying forensic science, law enforcement, become a forensic scientist and investigator. They got her to smile.
Well, she did a little dance move. She's having fun. But she does have a little bit of that Jordy Ball swagger. I know she's got her own style, Alexis Jensen does out there in the circle, but you know, we saw her kind of self-talk, getting herself motivated, prowling out there in the circle.
So help me here again. We're talking about players that are the best of the best. That's the name it really applies. But this is an imposing stance. Is it not? Like just staring down the barrel from our center field cameras. That is a threatening and imposing stance with a lot of confidence. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because as a pitcher, you're thinking, okay, she, to me, looks like she can hunt everything. She can hit everything. She is not shying away. Can I put that ball right on her right hip?
That's maybe where you beat her, right?
That's where you have to beat a hitter like that. As she is looking down away, she will crush opposite field. So you have to have confidence and go into that inside corner. I love the location of this rise ball right through the hands.
You know what I like too? The pump of the fist by Kendall Wells. That into it for someone who isn't your teammate, who you don't know that well. That tells me something right there about Wells, how much fun she has, the craft of being a catcher.
Yeah, we saw it after her double as well. Went around, slid into second base, came up with a fist pump. I mean, she just digs this game. It's fun to watch.
Meredith Barnhart will play second defensively in 4 innings. Yeah, they've got some good looking gear this year too. That was part of the swag. I almost feel like position players or pitchers may come in and say, you know what, I just want to be a catcher for this event as well. I'd like some of that to take with me.
Oh, it's pretty. All that gear from Easton and Rawlings. New Balance with the cleats. They've been so generous. The glove with the swag.
Parker, Colorado's very own Meredith Barnhart. We'll tell you more a little bit about Meredith and an honor she earned a little bit later on, but the Lutheran high school competitor, the Tennessee commit, chases high and up and out of the zone. That rise ball turned out for Bella to be quite a weapon. We have played 1-0. Things getting going. The East team is on top. Dimitrievich, rise ball that nobody likes. Meredith Barnhart, the winner of the inaugural Taylor Dawkins Award, an incredible honor, and she explains what it meant to her.
I learned that one of the criteria for this award was to be a person of faith, and through this journey I learned that Taylor was strong in her faith, and that's what kept her going. That was her backbone and her roots, and I'm the same way. That's why I play this game. That's what helps me stay strong in this game. So I look up to Taylor and her faith, and I hope to carry on what she showed people and just being the light of Christ wherever she goes.
The inaugural Taylor Dawkins Award, tragically losing her life, Taylor Dawkins, back in 2024 after a courageous battle with liver cancer, a PGF All American who went on to Cal State Fullerton while battling cancer and pitched as one of the best in the country at the college level. Incredibly inspirational, and we honor for all she has been through, certainly. Meredith Barnhart, a lot of sacrifices, really lived all over the world, has lived in Africa, went to school in an orphanage as her parents were working as missionaries, lost her childhood home at a very young age due to a fire. And again, an amazing player. So congratulations, the first ever winner, the inaugural Taylor Dawkins Award. A wonderful idea from PGF to put this award together, to be able to keep the memory going, to keep it strong for what Taylor Dawkins meant. You knew Taylor better than a lot of us.
Well, and just what Taylor had given to this community and how many lives she touched, not just through her game, but through who she was and what she put out there for us all to experience alongside her. Her and her family were so strong for so many years as she battled cancer. And, you know, when we lost her, it was devastating, really, for our community.
Marin Heller splits the gap, drives that one on the line into right center field. Heller, out of West Des Moines, Iowa Valley High School graduate, on her way to Florida State. That is a beautiful approach.
Yeah, going with this pitch, middle outside, nice line into right field. Keeps the head down, extends the hands.
Riley Johnson from Spotsylvania, Virginia. Fredericksburg Christian High School graduate. She said goodbye to Coach Rodney Whitaker, her high school coach, and the Unity Travel Group, Josh Johnson, to take her game to LSU. She took 6 visits overall when she chose LSU, as she hits a high pop-up. A little bit of a late break and then an easy recovery. Taylon Holly's playing left. She'll play there 3 innings in this game, play some center as well.
Now batting Northwestern commit number 17, Kate Renshin.
Kate Renshin from St. John, Indiana, a Northwestern commit. Carrie and Randy, her parents. That had some teeth as that one jumped to the skyscrapers.
Yeah, good aggressive early count swinging, but that rise ball, it is just on fire right now. Late break, tough to square up on.
Biological sciences is what she will study at Northwestern. After graduating, she plans to attend medical school. Back to the screen it goes. She was great. You and I interviewed her as well during our show last week. An on-camera podcast we had a lot of fun doing it. And she was another one who hadn't done a ton of these and was a wonderful conversation. Shoulder surgery, I should say, her sophomore year. Worried about getting back in time for the high school season. Missed about a month of school as well. It was that serious. She said I had piles of coursework to catch up on as well. I learned to create a plan for the first time in my life. Time management, it started then. Funny how for the great ones or those that are destined to be great, things like adversity seem to just sharpen them.
Yeah, you learn from it, and there's so many athletes that we've had a chance to talk to that have overcome some form of adversity at a pretty young age. So I think time management, I don't think it's going to be a problem for her.
She talked about finding joy throughout the school year, having the opportunity to work with young kids, young athletes with developmental disorders, maybe requiring extra assistance to complete their coursework or play a sport. So it's been so rewarding to take that on as well. Kate takes outside, 3-2 the count. Boy, it is a war when you dig in to battle this pitcher.
Yeah, that pitch was a good pitch. Wrench and throw, showing a really nice eye.
And then a rise ball that puts her away. She went away with a strong curveball and then climbed the ladder.
And it's almost like you know this pitch is coming, but it's where it's being thrown, right down the gut. It looks like a strike coming out of the hand. It stays in that tunnel until you've committed to the swing, and then it rises up over the barrel.
Alabama commit Ambry Taylor, with her parents Bobby and Nina looking on. 4 times in the state of Alabama she was a first-team All-State. 2 times the 4A Player of the Year, saying goodbye to prep softball. What a change of pace, 0-2 the count. And this is her 3rd time. She has earned 3 opportunities to play. First of all in the Futures game and now this game. Able to hang with that rise ball and foul it off. Oh, by the way, too, for Taylor, basketball 1,000-point club. She reached that number. Wide open stance. It closes up to see a pitch outside.
And it gets tough when you've got 2 strikes against Jensen. Will she go rise ball down the gut to your letters, or will she go off speed? 2 pitches that are very difficult to plan for. She goes down with that off speed.
Almost off the cup, off the very end of the bat that time. Pretty serious back injury for Taylor in 8th grade, bulging disc. Again, more devotion, more physical therapy, more time management. Outside corner. Look at the passion in that reaction. Something tells me that Alexis Jensen loves playing this sport. Jordy, you're getting a good teammate. Beautiful Irvine, 7:45 by the ocean as the sun sets to the west, down in the Pacific. Victoria Moten takes the rock and she rolls. The pride of Daphne, Alabama, going to the University of Alabama. Plays for Rocky Thompson during her travel ball times, and that's one of the best there is, that program, the Birmingham Thunderbolts Premier. When Moten gets to campus, her goal is pretty simple. Obviously wants to win it all, win a title, but she also immediately wants to be an academic All-American. Gianna Gustman is her foe. G from Riverside, California. That one spins over the inside corner. A little comeback or a screwball that started in and off the plate. That's no fun. Gustman plays for that Explosion program. Ani Hagberg, our good friend Brett Denayo, the coaches of that one. She's a Baylor commit. One and two the count. Heading to Waco, Texas. Yikes. Way up and in, 2-2 the count. Randy Moten, his mom. He loves watching Nyjah pitch. She's a dog and a competitor, she says, Moten about her. She says about Kennedy, watching her play, I've learned that putting in the work behind the scenes with no one watching will always show up in the biggest moments. Heavily decorated two-time Gatorade Player of the Year, Moten. As that changeup is outside, 3-2 the count. Let it travel deep, lifted into left field. It's bobbled, but it's bobbled in foul territory. Unable to make the play that time, Anna Roman.
That's a ball that Anna Roman catches 99% of the time, but on the run gets it on the heel. In a game like this, so you can kind of laugh it off.
Give me another shot. Moten against Gussman. Into the dirt it goes. You know, fate's an interesting thing when you think about Moten and her mom and some decisions she made when she was younger. One of the hardest things that she had to go through, the younger Moten, was the passing of her grandmother, because mom and grandmom so integral in the growth of the young girl. At that point, she said, look, my mom put me into sports and to softball so I could cope with the loss of someone who meant so much to me. So grandma passes, and in her honor, here she goes. May not be the softball star she is, because she really did pour herself into it to cope with that emptiness. But that one's way inside. So even without being present anymore, her strong grandmother directly influenced her life.
Oh yeah, it lives on in her story, and yeah, what a cool story. What a cool way to start something that she's gotten to this point in.
Madison Saoni, the Texas A&M commit. Right back to the screen it goes. Steve Apple's team won it all at the 18U division. Arizona Rising. Madison, one of the stars of that team. From Chandler, Arizona, super school, Hamilton High School. They're good in just about every sport. Just outside of Phoenix, and that's ball 4. Former Hamilton star, a couple of base runners are on now. Quick conversation. Gives us a chance to remind you how unique this is with these coaches. Daniel Laurie, Riley Slimp, Jocelyn Brisky, coaching this East team. And of course, Laurie, legend for Washington, one of the great voices of the sport, 2 times a Honda Award winner. As she continues the conversation, Riley Slimp, a sophomore outfielder for UCLA, a 2-time PGF All American, and Jocelyn Brisky, who's at Alabama, a PGF All American as well. Love that. For the West squad, Aisa Silva, who's a senior pitcher at ASU. Ashley Mejia, sophomore outfielder at ASU. And Sydney Barker, who plays at Oklahoma, all alum of this game. That's what's so neat.
Yeah, this game, and just played the sport at the highest level, and to have somebody like Danielle Laurie go out and have that conversation when you're struggling.
Well, Danielle can coach, can't she? I mean, couple of words, pat on the back, double play.
Yeah, hey, both times Danielle has gone on, this game and the game before, immediately the next pitch was a successful and productive pitch. This one, the double play turn, hey, put that ball, she has incredible movement, Moten does. She was spinning the ball out of the zone. Put that ball down the tube and let it break to uncomfortable contact, and there you go with the double play.
And we have fun with it, obviously. Oh, great coach, great job. Here's the thing. I think more than anything, it's just a calming force and knowing how to be that.
Right.
Like, you're really good. People paid tonight to come watch you play. Remember that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And Wallace, the count is 1-2. And from Logan, Utah, going to Texas, AZ Storm, her travel team. How about that comeback? Kind of looking for a light switch in the dark. Danielle Laurie comes out, just flips the lights on. Look around you. Look in the mirror. You're excellent at what you do. You know what, Danielle? I think you're right. Dan Hay was the heartbeat in building PGF a generation ago, about a half generation. But here's where we stand, the CEO, and by the way, we're going to talk about his exploits as an outstanding coach at Marina High School. All right, we celebrate this tonight. I know a couple of years ago you came to Amanda and I, and you had the idea we're going to do an All-American game, and now here we are as we dive deeper into it. It's become a part of the fabric in softball. This is fun tonight, isn't it, for you to see this come together?
Yeah, I don't know how many of these girls that I talk to every single year that say this is their dream. They were 8 years old, 10 years old, and their dream was to be an All-American for PGF. So it's really cool that they think that highly of it, and we try to really treat them special every year. So.
What do they tell you it means to them, and what do the families say? What do college coaches even say about it?
You know, I just think it's an honor. I got to tell you, it's like the umpires. The umpires, we have an umpire shortage in this country. And for some reason, for this tournament, every umpire wants to be here. They use it as a stepping stone to be a college umpire. And we get the top Division I umpires during this first week. And it's the same with the All-American. It's just, we built a reputation of being the best, and people want to be a part of it. So
Kira Crosby's in the circle. Abby Carr, Ava Ratliff, Danica Spinagatti will be the opposing hitters. At least these three. Dan Hay spending time with us up in the broadcast booth.
And Dan, you talk about the athletes wanting to be out here, the families, the umpires, everybody wanting to be a part of this event. So much goes on behind the scenes leading up. I mean, this is a year-round process. It doesn't start planning a couple months out. It starts the day this ends to figure out what can we do better, how can we better service the families, how can we stay up with the landscape of this game. I mean, there's so much more that goes into this, and PGF just continues to stay on top.
Absolutely, and you're part of that team, Amanda. So, and we've got a core of about 20 employees that work year-round. And, you know, during this event, we've got about 150 employees out there counting the umpires, going crazy for 17 days. But, you know, he stated we all had this dream, you know, 15 years ago or 16 years ago. And, you know, Gary Henning was a big part of that also.
Yeah.
I mean, he at that time was the godfather of softball. I mean, he could raise his hand and 600 teams would jump off the cliff with him, you know. But it's between him and I putting this thing together over the years. It's been quite a journey. So
What worked back then that seems to still work now? What were some of the core things that mattered most that long ago that still matter now?
it's just a matter of listening to our customer, listening to our coaches, listening to our parents, listening to the college coaches, listening to the players. And if they want to see change, we truly sit back and talk about it. And if it's good for the sport of softball, PGF has been groundbreaking in making those changes. So.
Ava Ratliff will swing the bat. So this is a big week. It's interesting. The All-Americans, they're playing with their travel teams. They want to win that coveted award in the end. They want to win the bucket. They want to win a title. Very few of them do, obviously.
Sure.
But they hang around to do this when the week comes to an end. Early on, you put them on a boat. I mean, you guys really with the yacht cruise. Actually, I got to have to be honest with you. I was with my mother looking out. I saw the PGF yacht go by. I was right there on Balboa Island looking across the fun zone, and there went Dan and the yacht right through. What a fun way to start the week for them.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you should have said something. I would have had your mom and yourself on there. In fact, Amanda was on the boat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we host about 135 people, all of the senior All-Americans and their families for a 4-hour, there it is, a 4-hour cruise on a 3-decker yacht 3-deck yacht there, and boy, it's a wonderful time. It's a beautiful yacht, and the kids, the majority of the kids have never seen Newport Beach, Huntington Beach, and this type of environment, and it's something they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
It's funny because you talk about listening to your customers, the standards you have, not only in selecting two teams like this, but it also feels like a part of it. You have to do all that right, but you know what helps? Southern California. I mean, it really does, doesn't it?
There is no other place in the country right now that is averaging 75 degrees with a nice cool ocean breeze. Most of these folks are coming from the Midwest, the Southeast, the Northeast, even parts of the western part of the country, and they're dealing with humidity and heat, and they're loving it out here right now, so that's all we've been talking about all week, about how great the weather is.
That leads me to, when you talk about the Southeast, the Midwest, the Northeast, wasn't that way early on when this was first born. It was California through and through. My friend, there is diversity amongst the titles every single year. Now it's a little bit more rare when a California team actually wins it.
Absolutely. There's tremendous parity amongst these teams throughout the United States. There's strong Southeastern teams, Midwest teams, Northeast teams. I mean, an Arizona team won the 18 Premier, and 16 and unders was won by Southern California. But like you said, that's rare these days. We used to win, 7 of the 9 championships. Now we might get 2 out of the 9, so.
Annika Spinagatti will hit. Hey, a moment ago, we made mention of something that was very important to you guys, and it was the inaugural Taylor Dawkins Award, tragically losing her life a couple of years ago. A heart and soul human, her family meaning so much to the softball world. And Meredith Barnhart winning that award, the infielder, that was special to have Meredith earn that award. And obviously, our heart still breaks for the loss of Taylor.
Yeah, Meredith checked all the boxes, and her accolades were second to none as far as we were concerned. She's going to Tennessee, and the Gatorade Player of the Year in Colorado, and all her accolades in high school. And I'm sure Taylor's parents are watching this right now, and my son Garrett, who helped design this award and put it into effect, is in contact with the family quite a bit, and has spoken to him about it. And she lives back near where the Dawkins live now. Mr. and Mrs. Dawkins moved to Tennessee, so they plan on meeting Meredith sometime in the next month and really getting to know her.
So here we go. These are the veterans. This is the future. This is so much fun as that one paints the outside corner with this All-American game. But then immediately, like any good show, once the curtain goes down, man, it goes back up tomorrow, and all the younger players come into town. Amanda and I and you will be emceeing, hosting a banquet together. Talk about next week, how exciting you are.
Well, tomorrow we have a college showcase camp with 24 colleges that are running a camp for 200 kids. Right after that is over, we feed 500 coaches for the second week of the 14 and 12s and 10 and under divisions that will do the blind draw and have a beautiful program that you narrate for us and host. After that, we start registration for another 320 teams, and we stop at 2 o'clock on Monday because we'll be putting on a concert with Taylor Holder, I believe, the country music. He's got about 5 million followers, and we're putting on an opening ceremonies for those younger kids. There'll be about 4,000 people that attend that concert on Monday, and then we start playing softball and get back to this championship game like this next weekend. So it's crazy. It's crazy time for us, and we're all barely hanging in there right now. So.
But that concert in the park, that opening ceremonies for the younger, it's so important for them to experience that because it's different this week. They're older kids, they've got college on their mind, but the younger kids are still falling in love with everything about the sport. Those 10 and unders, maybe getting their first taste of travel ball. So the importance of providing that kind of product, that kind of experience for the families is important.
We used to do it for both weeks, but the older kids, they'd rather go down to the beach and try to find the boy lifeguards, and chase lifeguards around. So we do it for the second week just for that reason that you said, and we have a blast. And there's all kinds of games and vendors and food trucks and music, and we make a beautiful donation to the John Wayne Cancer Institute at that opening ceremonies. And it's just the city comes out, the mayor, everybody comes out and welcomes all these kids to town. So.
Yeah, that means a lot, that relationship with the John Wayne Cancer Institute, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've donated a little over $1 million over the last 10 years, and the John Wayne family are second to none. They're phenomenal people, and we can't express how much we enjoy helping their cause that they, promised their dad, that they would continue on and and raise funds to try to fight this disease since he passed, 20 some years ago. So,
by the way, I love that 10U game. I mean, it is so sharp. It's so well played. It's so focused. They're the sharpest dressed, too, by the way. It's a fun one.
Absolutely. And they're only about 2 feet high, in height. But they are athletes. They scoot around the bases like fast little things and play baseball as tough as heck. And we've had years, as you said, that the 10 and under game has been the most entertaining, even past the All American games. I mean, so we're hoping we have a little fun with them again next week. So.
Well, we appreciate the insights of Dan Hay and having us back to call all this. By the way, this is not just a man who runs a giant organization. He also is a CIF champion. Marino winning. It's so hard to win a CIF in California. A member of the Orange County Coaches Hall of Fame as well. Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, guys.
That golden time of the evening here in Southern California. It's beautiful here. Just imagine what it's like if you're standing at a place like Corona del Mar Beach looking out at that sun setting. But it kind of hits great no matter where you are in Southern California. And as an Arizonan, I'm big on horizons, and they have amazing horizons here. And partly cloudy night tonight, bringing in some of the sun. And California really stepped up in its weather this week. I don't know who Dan paid, but it is just amazing out here. Glad to have you back for the high school All-American game. And thanks for allowing us to step away for the game for just a moment. I think the words of Dan Hay and the vision of PGF important to listen to, but let's get back to it. Now McCloskey will get going and swing the bat. She'll do so against Abby Carr. McCloskey, Mater Dei High School, from right around here, Huntington Beach, an Oklahoma State commit. Plays for Kenny Briggs, or did, her travel ball, BSC Bengals Briggs. As Carr sees that one popped foul. Now, Abby Carr is from Wildwood, Missouri, as she works in the circle. Lafayette High School, a Mizzou commit, so she's staying home, which is a lot of fun for the program as well. The daughter of Mike and Katie. And her sis is a pretty darn good player, Catherine, too. She's 14, the elite level. Will be a freshman in high school. As Carr heads off to college and it gets busy in the spring, she may have to leave behind one of her unique family traditions. Matter of fact, I know she's not going to have a choice but to leave it behind, because they're very busy at the college level in the spring. Ranging over to her left to make the play, right behind Carr, and it's a good one. Grady Appling, the second baseman. Every single year she talks about her family. For 13 years in a row, they travel to Seaside, Florida for spring break. She said it's always been our tradition. We spend time together before travel ball kicks in later in the year. She says if you've not been, go check out 30A, some of the best beaches around. They're going to have to send you a virtual postcard. You're going to be playing in the SEC.
That.
Well, you're playing in the SEC.
I know, it's true, though. It's true. I can't remember ever having a spring break growing up until I got old, and I didn't know what to do with myself with that time that I had. But that tradition will be there when she's finished, and she can go back, jump right back in.
Delaney Almua from Livermore, California, Granada High School, is headed to play at Auburn. Heading to the Plains in Alabama. September 1st, a couple of years back, Auburn, the text came in at 7:13 in the morning. A little bit later on that day, she was on a Zoom call. I knew that Auburn was the place for her. Took a visit last September, fell in love with everything, the culture, the team, the facilities. 7:13 a.m. Did she commit on that one? Yes, she did. So the timing was right for that text as she heads to Auburn. This time, though, she goes down on strikes.
Yeah, this is tough. When you don't quite want to commit, that's awfully close. She's feeling like she held the barrel, but she is called out on that swing.
Carr already swung the bat, earned a walk. This is her lone inning she will work. So will she hops on the stage with the curtain coming up. The Gatorade Player of the Year. A couple of quick outs. Looks really good in the circle as that one misses just off the plate to Sophia Burmeister. She'll catch a couple of innings, and she'll also play third at the end of this game. Sophia from Poway, California, going to Clemson. High drive, left center field, bouncing off the wall. An aggressive turn, hurrying into second base, standing up. It's a double for Sophia. Coach Rittman, you're getting a good one.
You're reading my mind. The minute it hit that bat, I was thinking of Coach Rittman, and he's got to be watching this, got to be excited about this incoming freshman. And I just love watching the approaches. They're such seasoned hitters at such a young age. Quiet, compact, good extension.
Do it, Soph. Brandy and Justin, her parents.
I just love how these athletes, they just click with each other. I mean, you could put them in, you can mishmash them, put them in, you know, different dugouts with different friends, and they just click. That's what makes these games so much fun.
They'll run for her now. Meredith Barnhart. They're waiting on her. There's the dance. There we go. Barnhart runs. Charlie Esparza hits. She's from Friendswood, Texas. And a Baylor commitment. Oh, does she ever hit? Do it, Charlie. Takes a big aggressive turn, but drives in a run. On her way to Baylor, but first stop out here with a base hit and an RBI.
Man, this team's got some energy. This West team coming out strong. Charlie Esparza right down the third base line, and that's Meredith Barnhart running at second base. She's scoring all the way. It's a good decision to get that ball into second base to prevent that runner from advancing into scoring position.
An outstanding basketball player during her journey. Long jumper, 4x100 as well. This is a great all-around athlete, Alyssa Sneed, going to Texas. Recent graduate of Conroe High School, Coach Rachel Harris there. 1-1 the count. Sam Campbell, her longtime travel ball coach, Texas Riptide 18U Campbell. The daughter of Rachel and Michael. Big brother Mikey's 22 years old. Liz sees the count go to 1-1 as that changeup never got there. I'm picking up what they're putting down. That's a lot of fun in that dugout. Although you're hanging with the West team, aren't you? Huntington Beach resident. I think I got to claim the East then, right?
Yeah, maybe, probably. I don't know. I'm claiming the West right now.
Yeah, you claim them.
They got some pretty good energy, but.
What do you mean right now? You may switch?
I mean all the time. I'm a West Coaster. Yeah. Okay, I've got the West. They're mine. Lesson
learned. Get hot. Friedel join you. The PGF All American game. Dance. 1-1 our score, the PGF High School All-American game right here on ESPNU. Glad to have you spending time with Amanda Freed. I'm Darren Sutton. Peyton Kennedy, who knows this weather, this beauty well from San Clemente, goes to Santa Margarita Catholic High School, where they do, on the female athletic side, just about everything well there. John Fitzpatrick, the softball coach, plays for the AZ Arizona Storm national team and is heading off to play at Ole Miss. Going to go right to work in the SEC. Garrett Griggs leads it off from Phoenix City, Alabama. An Alabama commit. Central High School graduate. The daughter of Derek and Miranda Griggs. Power slapper. That's that one traveled deep into her stance before popping it up. Foul. So a really good quarterback on her flag football team. 2 times she won a state championship. Player of the year locally. And by the way, all area basketball player too. The 1-1. Drop ball misses just outside. A little screwball movement to it as well. Garrett Griggs. Free, do you play pickleball?
I have before, but I do not regularly. It's a craze, though.
Griggs loves it.
Oh, nice.
Gives her
okay.
joy. That's part of what she loves doing. Shopping and playing pickleball, by the way. I could see the hand-eye with regard to being a hitter, moving around, if especially you're playing somewhere positionally. Griggs, of course, a outfielder, an infielder if needed.
Oh, yeah, you know, flag football, too.
Oh, my gosh.
Spent a couple of years watching it and convinced that softball players make the best flag football players. If you're agile and quick and you've got good hands or you've got that arm for a quarterback, I mean, watch out. Check it out if you haven't already.
Grady Appling from Juliet, Georgia. Tottenhall Square Academy, Coach Jordan Brooks. She says goodbye, I should say, to that group and heads off to LSU. Initially going to Jones County High School, and their colors were purple and gold. That's one of the reasons she started when she was younger to like LSU. She said, honestly, it was this simple. I could just continue to wear purple and gold in college. Then the older I got, the reasons became a little deeper than that. The atmosphere, the coaches, the campus. There still is that purple and gold thing, though.
Well, there is really something to that, too, because I remember young athletes when Florida, University of Florida, would wear the daisy. Is that what it was? The daisy in the hair and the uniform, and they look sharp. And girls are like, I want to go to Florida because I want to look like that. Those uniforms are sharp. I want to wear that flower in my hair. And then they get older, and it's like, you know what? It's a pretty good team, too.
Into center field. It's white tonight. Soon it's purple and gold. But either way, no matter what she's wearing, she can hit.
Drop in the barrel. This pitch is down in the zone. It's got a little bit of that screwball spin as well, but drops the hands, drives the barrel.
Jolena Lamar from Cary, North Carolina to UCLA, and she's not going back home. We had a chance, and it was an honor to connect with her father, who had such really strong and scary health battles through a couple of years, touching the sport at a high level. James Lamar, playing for that Lady Dukes Lamar team. That's Dad. And he was in the dugout championship game. His team came up short. But one of those great miracles to see him in person after so many of us were praying so much for him. And the softball community grabbing hands together, one another, thinking a lot about Dad, her dad. And one of the reasons he said, I pushed myself to continue to heal, and he's got more healing to do, was to be out here for this event to send her off to college. Kind of goosebump stuff.
Oh, completely. And Jolena heading off to UCLA, and older sister Layla, who was out here last year, spent her first year at Florida. She'll be heading up to Duke, and there's just so much talent in that family. But it's so amazing to have James here and working his way back with his health.
Yeah, of course, Mom, most of you know this if you're passionate about the sport, but Marissa Young, Mom, is the coach at Duke. So it's a family business, certainly, this sport of softball. Into the dirt it goes. Runner moves up. Interesting, her first visit. She talked about her visits, by the way. Lamar was to Duke. Do you just go down the hall and say, I'd like to play here? Like I've spent my life visiting, and I like that. It's an official visit. But she said on September 1st, I had a bunch of communications.
I think it's kind of genius. Mom's like, hey, let me school you up on this. Let me introduce you to what these are like so you know what to look for.
Oh, up the ladder. How about that play with the smile? Incredible job. That's Ann Wallace. How'd she get to this?
I don't know. I want to see this again. I don't even know how it ended up in her glove.
So the funny thing, there was a little bit of hesitation. She kind of had a double clutch with her body, so she wasn't even able to step into it. That was a flat-footed leap like that. That was crazy.
It was timing because the ball, it was hit well, but it wasn't smoked. So it was, if she would have jumped right away, the timing would have been off. So she kind of hesitated for a second and got that timing down, and it was perfect timing to go up and get that, but still that reach, my goodness.
Presley Harrison's from Baxley, Georgia, Appling County High School. She's committed to go to play for the University of Georgia. Under the mentorship in high school of Coach Lindsey Tillman at Appling County. Josh Johnson for Virginia Unity, her travel coach. Excited to be a Bulldog as a Georgia girl, she says. I'm a bit of a homebody. I knew I didn't want to go too terribly far from home. Those are her words. I believe God makes things happen according to his purpose, and Athens is where I'm meant to be. This isn't necessarily unique, she says, but on my official visit, my dad and I walked out to the mound. We prayed in that moment. The ease I felt, the commitment was on. It was time. Yeah, walking out to the circle with Dad. How about that? Puts it on the ground and gobbled up and cleans things up. We'll see Presley take the rock and go to work in the circle when we come back. Best softball production team outside of Oklahoma City in the business. Phil Reff helping to gather things, utilities, audio engineers, Corey and Crystal and Kyle. My gosh, audio is so important at this event. It just doesn't happen. And we're going to up our game next year. Stay tuned. We got some interesting audio plans. Rick and Ben, Nick, Card is amazing. We travel a lot with Card at different events. Tom Dorner, Kenny Kay, Ken Sorgi. Camera operators at this event, and of course our jib operator that's hovering over the dugout. Jib in the business. It's that crane-like camera that provides pictures. Ryan Elliott does a wonderful job over there, and we are proud of our team. We're going to continue when we have a moment to point out those, because everyone signs up, all of us up here in the booth. We sign up every year. We can't wait to get back. And Jazz Marie Roberts will start things off. And by the way, for all you youngsters, you talented people out there, we're not looking to give up any of these chairs anytime soon. We love it. We really do. All of us. I mean, you and I, it's been a decade plus. John built this. John Walsh, our executive producer, he built this idea. And I'm going to get to Jazz Marie right away, but I'll just tell you, I was a major league announcer at the time. John called and said, how about you take a weekend off? I think I've got something fun cooking out in Southern California. John and I did Brewers games together for 5 years. He was producer. I was play-by-play. We thought we invented TV as young 30-year-olds. Somewhere in that range. John's dramatically older than I, of course. But he called me up and I said, you know what? I think I'd like to join you. I'll trust you. And I did. And off we came and started. John started this. He built the production truck, the relationship. So not long after you joined the team, and I don't know, we love these athletes. We love this sport. So we'll keep mentioning some of the names. I'm told John just celebrated his 80th birthday, so we're excited for him. When I say he's dramatically older, working with me made him dramatically older for those 5 years. High pop up. Long run, looking into that sky where the lights have not fully taken effect. That gets a little difficult because you have the sun setting to the west. The lights haven't taken over. You got to stick with it out there, and that's a nice job.
Yeah, anytime that ball goes up into the high night sky and you've got to run a long way, you really have to keep those eyes focused and that glove still. That's a lot more difficult than it looks.
So Jasmine Roberts, the ASU commit from Central Catholic High School. Popped up, hugging the line. That one is down. A big cheer for Jillian Torres. She brought a heck of a section. Torres from right up the road, Rancho Santa Margarita Catholic High School, going to Notre Dame. And she brought some noise with her. Ralph and Jody, her parents, Zach, her brother. It's more than just those three. Peyton Kennedy. PK from San Clemente, Ole Miss commit. Elevated, good looking pitch. Presley ended the last inning with the bat in her hands and splits the plate. Just enough screwball spin on that one. That started maybe a hair over the outside, ended up right down the middle. Beautiful pitch.
Yeah, and just attacking the zone on this, and you're right, like a backdoor screwball ends up or starts off the plate, and look at that reverse spin, comes back over. That's tough because you almost give up on it. It looks too far outside and then works its way back over.
Kira Crosby's from New Caney, Texas. The Woodlands Christian Academy coach Josh Culp. They've sent her on her way as she heads to Clemson. 1-1 the count on the Clemson commit. Moving 13 hours away from home. She said something she wants to challenge her with because it's important at home. I'm reestablishing myself. Those 13 hours away is every Sunday or at times during the week. I need to find a faith community for me, and I'm going to get after it right away. A little bit low, she talked about the largest FCA in the country at Clemson. Schedule allows. And then on the academic side, she's ready for the rigor. Those are her words. I'm ready for the rigor of college. Again, Coach Rittman, sounds like you're getting a good one.
Yeah. And again, I think that these athletes are prepared more now than ever before, academically, physically, with their time management skills. Their priorities are in line.
Runner takes off and swipes it. Torres gets that crowd going that's supporting her.
And a nice jump on this pitch. A very difficult pitch to pick as a catcher to transfer and to throw across.
High pop. Somebody call me off, she says, and that's exactly what occurs. Coming on in, Presley Harrison steps away. The play is made by Marin Heller. 1-1 our score. Jayhawk fans, you're getting a good one. On her way to the University of Kansas and working in the circle now is Blakely Barber from Georgetown, Texas. Blaze United for Coach Corey Robertson, her travel team. Ready to make straight A's her freshman year at Kansas. We'll watch her work in the circle right now. And her first pitch, a curveball misses off the plate to Caitlin Palazzi from Michigan, Wixom, Michigan, Mercy High School grad. Going down south to the University of Alabama after wrapping up her journey with Firecrackers Wallace. Inside and off the plate. 2-0 the count. Mandy and Steve Palazzi, her parents. She's got 3 siblings, one younger, Jackson, who's 14. Staying stubborn on the inner half.
Yeah, I like it. That was ever so subtle of an adjustment from a ball off to right on the edge of the plate.
Palazzi studying kinesiology when she arrives on campus. Pediatric nurse is her ultimate goal when she moves into the professional world. Some big goals. Admirable for sure. Getting ready to take on, speaking of riggers, a lot of riggers there. Barber rocks and fires. The 2-2 is popped back behind home plate. Right in front of that gate it lands. On the ground. That bat got through the zone quickly, and it's a hard, firm ground ball and a base hit. So Caitlin, who will pitch next inning, picks up a single.
Now batting number 6.
Yeah, Palazzi going outside, that ball off the plate. And pulls it a little up the middle. With good power on that swing, gets it through for a base hit.
Garrett Griggs will pinch run. Haley Griggs will hit. Barber sails that one up and away.
Number 5, Garrett Griggs, now running at first.
Barber, family traditions, let me share them with you. After Christmas, every year, this talented pitcher, they go to a ranch in Indian Creek, Texas. They go deer hunting. They get up at 4:30 in the morning for the morning hunt, then go back at 4 o'clock in the afternoon for the afternoon hunt. As that one is a high fly ball right field, tracking up against the wall. That's a fine play out there. Barber's got some help, and Alyssa Sneed is ready to provide it. Nice job.
And a good piece of hitting, just missed this, but a deep fly ball into right field. Griggs has to hustle back to first base once that ball's caught. She's got a little time because it's so deep.
One key is that one misses outside just off the plate to Anna Roman. About that hunt, Barber said, the trip is always very special, but even better if you see some wild pigs to hunt. Likes it outdoors. We've heard from some hunters.
Yeah, that's the thing you grow up with.
Clay pigeon, right? Didn't we have some clay pigeon shooting
clay
earlier?
Pigeons and
loves to get out, loves to escape, loves that family tradition. By the way, Barber loves Amanda Scarborough as well. Watching videos since she started, even as a little girl. Funny how YouTube can be a friend. That was not a friend. That's a tough hop. Come on down. And a run will score for the East squad. Meredith Barnhart, that one had teeth, got up and bit her.
yeah, that was just a fortunate hop for the East team, and some aggressive base running scores that go-ahead run. That's Griggs.
Boy, nice job stealing that strike from behind the plate. Charlie Esparza framing it up beautifully. Charlie signed up to catch the last 3 innings. As that one misses outside. Love stories about athletes, and Barber is that athlete that finds social media, finds in this case YouTube. Then she got to meet Amanda Scarborough at a camp. Discovered that we live in the same town, 5 miles apart. Love of the game. Her kindness to me has been an inspiration. As Mac Pavese hits again, she doubled and scored back in the first.
Yeah, Amanda Scarborough's a good one. She's a good one to follow, a good story too.
Beautiful approach. Rocket shot the other way from Mac. That's a double. That's a single. Raise your hand if you're Mac making a run at that MVP award.
Yeah, Mac, good solid hitting. This time, keeps the hands up top, squares it up, and goes opposite field.
14, Kendall Wells.
Kendall Wells also doubled and drove in a run. She'll make a push right now to be in that MVP race, certainly. Comes up empty. That one dives down and away heavy. Late dive. Talked about loving to be an outdoors woman and hunting, but also when you speak of Barbara, soccer for 8 years, volleyball for 4 years, track for a couple of years, gymnastics for 4 years. Beautiful pitch, 0-2. Trying to remember, we've done a million games together. Soccer for you as well?
Soccer and volleyball, yep.
Pulled her hands in. It's a mile high. A trio get together of defenders and overrunning it in center field. Unable to make the play there is Gianna Gusman. Everyone moves up. Station to station. Bases are full. So Wells catches a break.
And we talked about that high night sky, and Gusman's playing deep in center field. Kendall Wells has tremendous power, so you have to respect that swing. And when you're talking about a shallow fly ball landing in center field, that ball is high, and Gusman had to run a long way. So, you know, again, of course, I believe Gusman thinks she should have caught that. She will catch that majority of the time, but it's really not as easy as you would think.
Now batting number 8, Anna Hind.
Anna Hind with the bases loaded, 1 out. The curveball stabbed right to the left, a firm turn. 0-1 the count, right down the middle. She'll take a one-hopper. That's exactly what she's looking for, Barber. Hit me a one-hopper right back to my belt. I'll get out of here. Instead, it's a base hit that sneaks right on through. Playing behind, stopping it with a diving attempt was Kagan Crabtree, but it's another run. 3-1 the score. Didn't hit that one hard, but exactly where it needed to be.
Now batting number 9,
Yeah, just a little
Miller.
ground ball is what you need. If this is directly at McCloskey at third base, she might have a chance to step on third for that force and throw it across the diamond, but instead gets through for the RBI. But a good job of keeping it on the infield that prevents that second run from scoring.
There's your double play. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. Softball's a funny thing, isn't it? You hit a high pop-up, it hangs up in the air and drops in. You hit a laser beam like Heller. You can't hit it any harder. And it's a double play. Funny sport, this softball. 3-1 the score. PGF High School All American game. Glad to have you with us, and an opportunity now to see Caitlin Palazzi go to work. Thundersticks are here. We were talking about a production team, one of the great producers in the Midwest, Brian Mikulajic. I've worked with him for years. He was kind of excited as she leads it off now. An opportunity to swing the bat. We were talking about Blakely Barber and getting out and hunting wild pigs, and Brian was excited. That's a big part of what he likes to do when he has downtime. So there you go, B. Mick. That's a mention for you. Glad you're watching. As that one sends just off the plate outside. Palazzi picked up a single. And now goes to work. You can hear it pop into that catcher's mitt. Annika Spinagatti is her catcher behind the plate. Battery mate. 2-1 the count. What is that gear pop? I mean, that Rawlings gear really pops.
Yeah, that's some nice Nice skier.
Well done, my good friend, one of the lead marketing men, Mark Kramer. Probably putting that relationship together. That one sails high, 3-2 the count. Don't let it end, they keep saying. We don't want to stop playing at this event, but then you kind of do. So much fun to get going. Taylor Holly singled her first at bat, and Holly rolls that one over. Nice job ranging over to her left to make the play. Ainsley Bennett is out there playing at that second base position. Griggs is next to her playing short. Garrett Griggs, that is. Casey Burdick popped up to short. She's played center field, played right field in this one. The Washington commit. Jesse is dad. Katie is her stepmom. Her twin sister, Sophia, is going to San Jose State, going to play softball there. She said when she was younger, favorite player for a while, Jada Coleman. Triple threat, super inspired by her energy and athleticism. And of course, her defense is so much fun to watch as that one sails high and away.
And Coleman was a standout in high school who went in and was an immediate impact player for Oklahoma, which is tough to do as a freshman. I mean, you're going into a train moving heavy down the track, and Coleman just jumps right in, jumps on, and contributes right away.
And we talk about this athlete, and she gets a pitch that's not to her liking, and the inspiration to play on, and the inspiration of her and the leadership of her stepmom. And Burdick playing with the loss of her mom a couple of years ago, and her grandmother last week. So a heavy heart. We think about her, and she gets an opportunity to honor her family, those that are with her still and help her and love her, and those that aren't anymore. Always that keen reminder to try and not go on the soapbox for too long, to try and be aware what others are going through, because we really never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for the next chapter of Casey's life, I'm sure mom and grandmother very proud as they take part in another way in her life as she goes to Washington. After Burdick goes down, Talatena. Sinela. Talatalaina from San Diego Cathedral Catholic. Talataina. Sina as her shortened name. Arizona heading that way.
That split grip.
Explain why. What are the benefits of that?
You know, you see athletes that still continue to do it, and a lot of times it helps with that barrel control. It helps with kind of flattening that barrel and getting a good punch into the ball. Maybe a little bit of that leverage as well.
So Talataina walks. That misses outside and off the plate. I was hoping I'd get to see Alexis hit again. Hits it hard on the ground. Gobbled up and turned into an out that time. Ainsley Bennett ends things. rolling along, celebrating the very best, wrapping up their prep career. Celebrating some more of our great crew and all the amazing photos we've had. Blake and Justin are with Kent. Near us with the drone pilot. Camera operators, the team. Nothing happens without the edit, without the video. Our EVS operators, Dave and Chad. And of course, engineering, we know how important that is. Josh Rishling, part of our production team. Dave Trout, graphics operator. Going through all those bios, building and building. Scorebug is Patrick Mott. Thank you, Pat. I'm told he's the crew MVP. I'm sure there's a story behind the why, which I don't know that I want to tell you. But he is the MVP. We'll just leave it at that. Here we go. A couple of more innings to celebrate these athletes. Don't want it to end, but it's been a really fun weekend of elite softball. Boy, the 18U Platinum game, 16U Platinum game, incredible. Had a walk-off to start things today at the 16U age group. Arizona Rising, kind of a route. We're celebrating, though, a newer name, if you will, for a program that's just growing.
Yeah, that was just a crazy game. You get to a championship and you expect it to be close. I mean, both of these teams earned the right to be in that championship game. They had to beat some very talented teams throughout the week to get here, but Arizona Rising just brought everything to this game today, offensively especially.
Riley Johnson's on the move. Riley streaks right on through the bag, and she's in there. Despite the efforts of Talataina, who charged, fired accurately with something on it as well. Sinole.
Ooh.
And they thought about it over in that dugout.
Yeah, they were asking, do you think she was safe? Did you think that you got her? I mean, that's hard to, you kind of want that feedback, but as a first baseman, you're just engaged in that play. It's hard to really know whether you got her or not. Ooh, that is close, but she's safe.
Incredibly close. Stabs through that one, coming up empty that time. So Riley is followed up by Kate Renshin. Blakely Barber grabbed hold of the baton. She's running another lap out there. Love that. She was only initially scheduled to go one. I didn't come all this way to not work. Let's work as that one sails high. Good 0-2 pitch, 1-2 the count. Kate struck out back in the second inning. Gosh, you've listened tonight, right? All these schools, all these commits. This one, a Kansas commit. What a curveball right under her knuckles. That's an outstanding pitch.
Yeah, that's unhittable. That is just the perfect location when you've got a hitter coming through the box. And you've got to have a lot of confidence to aim right at that top of the knee, and then that ball runs inside. Really nothing you can do with that.
So Ambry Taylor, who struck out looking back in the second inning, starts with a wide open stance and closes it up. Esparza stuck her shoulder on top of that one. We were talking about, she's taken the last 3 innings. She's going to run to the finish line working behind the plate. 1-0 the count. Skied back behind the second base bag. Actually a step or two in front of it. And easing in front of the bag. Jazz Marie Roberts, the ASU, going to Arizona State commit. She's headed to Tempe right after this. Abby Carr walked, was stranded in her first at bat. Runner moving, runner stealing, thinking about third. Why not head there? Kind of an aggressive turn. All the way into third she goes with a an errant throw. So Riley Johnson pushing things for the East squad, trying to add on to the lead. One and 0 the count. 2 outs. Blakely rocks and fires and tries to crush that inside corner, just missed.
Yeah, I just like that Blakely's going inside corner to both sides. Inside to the lefty, inside to the righty.
Tracking in foul territory, stuck with it very nicely. Taylon Holly getting comfortable in this yard with a play like that. Bottom half, 3-1 the score. We're not quite sure where we'd be without our stage manager, Susan Walsh. Our executive producer feels the exact same way as we start to take a look. Todd, our associate director, our AD, and Johnny Ott, our TD. Johnny is pushing all those buttons, that wacky director in there, making sure that things happen. As that one is rolled off to the right side, that's going to be a hustle to the bag and a nice one. There was some speed heading up that line, and Meredith Barnhart going to play second again for one more inning. But Barnhart is beaten to the bag. Kendall Wells got over there and beat her there. Gianna Gussman reached with a walk in her first plate appearance. A changeup dips and dives, but misses just outside. Leah Stevens, excited to watch her work. You and I got to meet her last week as well. As that one is popped foul, and there are many layers to her story. First of all, let's make it clear, the first layer out front is that she's going to be a Florida Gator. Palm Coast, Florida, Georgia Impact, Kip Taylor, her travel team. That changeup, another pretty floater, 1-2 the count. Really good student, obviously, great athlete. Chris and Ann, her parents. Says Monica's 20 and is a nursing major at Central Florida, so she's kind of out ahead of her. As that one's fouled back to the screen. And I think the courage that she showed and what she went through a couple of years ago. Look, you're just 17, then you're 18, but at 16, she suffered a stroke. Literally had that take her life over. We were able to share her story on our show, you and I, and then at the opening banquet, we'll share it again tomorrow. But think about that. As a young athlete, the headaches, the fear, all that went on after. She was fortunate there wasn't any paralysis. You don't want to lead with that, but then again, how can you not come close to making that your second part of the story?
Oh, right.
Courage.
I mean, the courage, the patience to really just kind of take a step back and focus on yourself and your health and prioritizing what's important.
There's some nice defensive plays behind her this inning, too, by the way. Leah, they're doing it for you. Anna Hind over there at third.
Yeah, Hind, this looks like it's going to be a base hit. Has to kind of get around this ball, gets it on a short hop, and then a nice throw across. But Leah talks about how it's an ongoing battle. She's not in the clear. It's not like she's clear of all symptoms or, you know, challenges, but she's in a place where she's managing, and obviously the door open for her to stay at Florida and to pursue her dreams and rocket propulsion.
Seriously, like,
I mean, aerospace engineering, come on.
I could go back through our text stream because we were recording the show and we were talking about the challenges that she went through physically and emotionally with the stroke, and you texted me with the question mark, aerospace engineering? I said, go, ask her about it. It's incredible.
Yeah, I just feel like things work themselves out for a reason. And for Leah Stevens, you know, it's just the journey that she was set on, and a little bit late to the recruiting journey, so she's feeling a little bit left behind. She didn't get to jump in and have those big travel ball experiences that some of these athletes did at a critical time in their recruiting. But then visited Florida, found out that they hadn't yet recruited a 2025 pitcher, and here she was. The opportunity presented itself, and it had everything she was looking for, and off she goes.
1-2 the count. Skips in there. Yeah, we enjoyed our conversation, certainly, in getting to know Leah. That one goes back to the screen. Curveball. Not a bite, though. Pretty good pitch, and that's an even better take. The dangerous Madison Saoni. Kagan Crabtree waits her turn on deck. Changed up on her, and that's strike 3. Oh, baby, that one literally had brakes on it. Just grab it, pull back the emergency brake, and everybody's frozen. What an incredible weekend. Tennessee Mojo winning in dramatic fashion the 16-year Platinum National Championship. Career firefighter as their coach. And then the Unity 18U Platinum National Champions. They trailed the entire game only to come back and win. How about a walk-off? How about a walk-off for Athletics Mercado winning the 16-year Premier National? State 48 was in the house. Coach Apple and his AZ Rising team dominant. A run rule victory, winning the 18U Premier National Championship as an Arizonan. I was proud to see that happen, certainly. And we celebrate the athletes tonight. The All Americans, they're no longer playing travel ball here in just a few minutes, ever again. That's okay, they're off to great things, but a little melancholy maybe for a minute. Maddie Milhorn gets the call out of Vancouver, Washington, the Oregon commit. She played for Tony Campos for quite a while of those Northwest Bullets. Really great travel program. John and Allison, her parents. And that one's pounded on the ground. She's got a dive behind her from her knees. That's a great attempt. That was fun to watch the effort. That's Kagan Crabtree getting dirty out there.
Just a nice job of knocking that ball down, throwing it all the way across the diamond.
That looks like that's actually Elle McCloskey.
That's Elle. I
with the
was going to
flip-flop.
say, I know that face. That's Elle McCloskey.
Yeah, a little flip-flop there. Charging in between hop. Not in time. Oh, man, what an effort that was. A couple of almosts Sophia Burmeister there.
Yeah, this is a tough one because of that high hop. Good job of getting it on that short hop and throwing it across the body.
Oh, we're going to challenge this. I love the smile. I love the reaction there. Burmeister caught a couple of innings back in the third and the fourth. All right, so they continue to take a look at it. Rob Pentikoff. We're going to go safe, right? From what we saw, Rob Pentikoff, our home plate umpire, is working with the review crew. By the way, Guillermo Villanueva's at first, Bill Plant at second, Christy Crane is at third.
Call stand, safe.
Okay. Play on, they say. Worked out perfectly.
Batting number 19, Brooke Smith.
Brooke Smith now. Danica Spinagatti is on, legging that infield hit out. Radliff is on as well. And Smith takes a strike. Brooke grounded out back in the third inning. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Boy, that was heavy. That screwball diving down with some teeth.
Yeah, inside, outside, heavy drop down in the zone. A good mix of pitches.
Curveball misses outside on 1 and 2. It all starts up in earnest with the coaches draw banquet tomorrow night. For the next wave, 10s, 12s, 14s didn't go around that time. And we'll be back with you next weekend. Make sure and watch all of those great games on PGF's YouTube page. We'll welcome you there. Swung on and missed. That's strike 3, and another really effective screwball there.
Yeah, not only does that screwball go in, but it also tails down. That's what makes it extra effective. Such a nice location at the knees.
Now batting number 2, Ansley Bennett.
Ansley Bennett against Maddie Milhorn. As that one skips in there. Milhorn this year, Washington's Gatorade Player of the Year. During her time at Skyview High School, which has come to an end, her high school team had 95 wins and 8 losses. As Milhorn sees her step on the bag behind, fires on across, flicks that right arm. So if you did it that time, nearly a great play early. Look at this, instincts, bang, boom. Look at that, oh yeah. Gunned her down there. That's a heck of a play. That's the kind of play that occurs at an All American game. Our tech manager, Rick Bruck, and certainly Johnny Walsh. He's the leader. He's the fearless man in charge of all of it, not just our director. We love being the voices that sit and chat for a couple of weeks with all of you. Steve Banta, so wise, such a great leader, so innovative in Banta Ray Productions. Tom and Cody, our engineers in charge, EIC as we call it in the industry, mobile TV with Ralph, and bringing everything to us in a timely manner. We appreciate that. Sean and Bill, part of PGF Travel, whether it's events or hotels. Leilani's amazing. She's so energetic. Christian Rincon, tech crew manager. Brett Denayo does everything, literally everything. And by the way, an elite travel ball coach too. Brittany Hay, senior vice president. Garrett Hay, the ideas man. We've got some for you next year. We've teased that a couple of times, and our boss in all of this is Dan Hay, and he invites us back every single year. Really feeds us well, by the way. I mean, really feeds the crew well. Craft services is the way to a crew's heart. I mean, you got to pay him when it's all said and done.
But the food doesn't hurt.
No, no. 1-1 the count. So she started it, Bella, and she'll end it. Dmitrievich. That's what makes our sport so unique. That pitcher spin a few in the pen. I'll go out here and look to lock it down. The 1-1 is high and inside. Kagan Crabtree. 4 innings defensively, playing shortstop for Kagan. The Melissa, Texas native. Let's wrap things up at Melissa High School, where she played for mom, her coach, Cassie Crabtree. Cole is her dad. High fly ball right field. Very shallow right. They communicate enough there, and I mean just enough. Brooke Smith ends up making the play. Catering by A.J. Eats. Andrew Weil, Rob Weil. Of course, Rob, one of the leaders in the travel space as well. Yeah, that's one of the reasons everything we've had so fresh and very California feel to it as well. Or Philly, as in cheesesteaks. Those birria tacos earlier today. Sorry, folks, I apologize. 0-1 the count, make it 0-2. Look at the bottom fall out of that pitch. No balls and 2 strikes.
Dmitrievich looks just as strong in this inning as she did in the first.
Good rise ball on 0-2. And Wallace, 3 innings defensively at third base. Texas awaits the Logan, Utah native from Ridgeline High School. Headed off to Austin. What a 2-strike pitch. Screwball buried it under her hands. You're right. She maybe looks a little more electric than when she opened up.
Now batting number 14,
There was a difference between the start and then the finish. Your team's got a nice little lead. This pitch spun right under the hands. Great location on that.
HB native, Huntington Beach for you locals. We know that. El McCloskey from Mater Dei, Oklahoma State commit. One last chance to East, trying to put this one away, and another great night in the books. That curveball jumps up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike the count on El. Brian and Christina, her parents. Mom played softball at Oklahoma. Dad hoops at Loyola Marymount. Dad also a professional basketball player overseas. Sis, beach volleyball at Texas. That's Kelly. Brother, basketball at Berkeley. That's Jack. And with that impressive resume and those family ties, Bella trying to end things with this talented hitter from a deep family. And that one's high, 3-2 the count. Planning to study biology upon arrival on campus. Nursing. 3-2 the count. That one's popped foul off to the right side. Funny, when you think about it, down to the last strike, the last out, game could be over, but it's a 2-run game. And you're dealing with some of the best players in the country. It just takes 1 base runner.
Oh, absolutely. And McCloskey looking to extend this inning and just get herself on. So far, a really nice at bat.
You know what I love about that cut, though? That isn't a little timid, let me poke at the softball and survive. She's looking to lift and separate still.
Yeah, hey, this is a celebration. This is about her as well, and her last at bat at this level of play before going off to college. So base runners are great, but hey, if you have an opportunity to unload on one, go for it.
Now McCloskey, she's played short tonight, second base. She's played third tonight. Aumua waits on deck. She'd love to be the tying run. Lisabella Dmitrievich fires this one out of the circle, and she's got a battle on her hands. Lights out pitch. And the East wins it. And another amazing night. The sport in great hands with the future of this sport as we put a bow on this weekend with the All American game. 3-1 the final score.
Team East beats Team West by a score of 3-1.
Boy, all you college coaches, all you college fans, you should be excited about what's coming.
This was fun. I love to see these athletes get together and have fun with each other one last time here at PGF at their youth career, putting a bow on it before heading off to college. And we will see these athletes down the road as they make impacts on their future programs. And the future is bright with this group of athletes. They're stronger, they're faster, they're more prepared. And I'm excited for the future of this sport.
Kendall Wells, the Oklahoma commit, is the most valuable player. There is a passion certainly for her work that she does behind home plate. So Kendall Wells, congratulations, the MVP, the Oklahoma commit. And Kendall doubled it a run, also pitched in a single, kind of a floating single that found green grass.
Yes.
But again, a couple of hits. A little tap on the shoulder. We're reminding Kendall, briefly, we'd love to talk with you. The most valuable player of this event is Kendall Wells. Hey, Kendall, you with us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, congratulations. How much fun, your final travel ball event period, how much fun did you have tonight?
I just had so much fun out here playing with girls all across the East Coast. Is so fun, and I just have a great relationship with them, so that was super fun.
You know what? I feel like the sport of softball is in good hands. Why don't you brag a little bit on your class, the class of 2025? You guys all follow each other. Tell me what the class of 2025 is about to bring to college campuses.
I think the class of 2025 is super elite. It's a really full class of talent, and I'm just super excited to see how all these girls continue and do throughout their college careers.
And Kendall, as you're going through this week and through this game, has it occurred to you yet that you're moving on, you're going on to this big-time program? You know, you're going to be an impact player, I have no doubt. I love your energy, your enthusiasm for the game, your skill obviously speaks for itself. But have you been able to process what this week has meant to you?
I think I have a little bit. Yesterday, it really hit me when we ended our season yesterday on Friday. So that was just super sad, but I'm really excited for the next chapter and just can't wait to see all that I can accomplish at Oklahoma and all that it does for me.
Are Ken and Greer going to miss you?
I think they are a little bit. Hopefully they don't try to move in with me.
Outstanding stuff. Hey, congratulations. Go be with your teammates, and congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Go East!
There you go. The East victorious. This was a fun night tonight. We enjoyed it. I'm guessing you enjoyed it. All you college softball fans enjoyed it. And again, continuing this sport to take the world by storm. This is a wonderful way to do so. You've met our entire production team throughout the last couple of innings. They're amazing. This weekend has been incredible. And again, we have enjoyed being with everyone who helps to bring it to you. Mark, Stephanie, a big part of it as well. Mobile TV Group, the city of Irvine. It doesn't happen. They put up with all the work that we do. And of course, all our leaders with PGF. She's Amanda Freed. My name is Darren Sutton. Our leader is John Walsh, and he is one really strong force to follow putting this all together. We'll put this one in the books until next year. A big week coming up for the 10, 12s, and 14s. We'll see you soon.